Now comes the fun part with the concrete placement. When it comes to concrete placement, the number one thing is safety. Follow safety precautions, wear your hard hat, protect your skin with gloves, long sleeves, long pants, protect your eyes with goggles, safety glasses. Double check your shoring, check that Amdeck is at the correct elevation and that all the rebar is in the correct place as per the design. Having a backup vibrator and enough room around the site is also very important on pour day. Another important point is to make sure that the pump truck is ready when the concrete arrives. The concrete used for Amdeck can be quite different depending on the specific needs of the project and what the engineer has specified. 24 MPa and 30 MPa are most common mixes. The slumps should be bigger for flatter roofs and should be higher for slope roofs. A concrete boom truck is highly recommended with a minimum crew size of 4. One person would be working the boom hose, one vibrating, and 2 people leveling the surface. A few considerations to keep in mind. The surface should be clear and clean before starting the pour. The pour rate is not critical for Amdeck since you're working on a flat application, but this changes and does become more important as the slope becomes steeper. Concrete should be placed close to its final position and should not be spread with shovels and wheelbarrows. There should be no cold joints, and the entire slab should be poured monolithically, unless, of course, the engineer specifies otherwise. Avoid placing heavy equipment on the rebar. If you need to do so, placing wood planks to walk on distributes the weight. Shoring is removed after the concrete has gained its 28-day strength. Proper consolidation is key. Consolidation eliminates pockets, honeycombing, and trapped air, allowing it to mold around the rebar and other embedded items. There are 2 types of consolidation methods, internal and external. There are systems on the market that basically look like plates that attach to the exterior and use a specific frequency to vibrate the concrete. Stirring the concrete with a rod does not count as internal vibration. Typically, a pencil vibrator is used, and if building with ICF walls, you'd probably already have one on the job site. This is another example of a pencil vibrator. The key information you need to look for when purchasing one is the diameter of the head, frequency, and radius of action, which will be explained in the next slide. As the concrete boom moves slowly, follow behind it with the pencil vibrator. You want to make sure that you sink the head completely to the proper depth and hold it there for 5 to 15 seconds before lifting it up and out. Move and reinsert the vibrator at 1.5 times the radius of action. Take a look at the diagram to the right that really helps explain what that means. When you see that the surface becomes shiny, it's generally a good indicator that you can stop and move to the next section. Once the concrete pour is complete, you can finish the surface with a bull float. You can use hand trowels or a power trowel. These are the most common. Curing can be accomplished by using many different methods. It's expressed on this slide. You can spray a fine mist over it. You can cover with poly or cloth. You can use curing compounds or evaporation retardants in the concrete.